everyone, it's Marisa from BumblebeeApothecary.com. Today I'm bringing you along for another day in my kitchen where I'm getting some different things made. Our kitchen is finally together and we're so excited about that, and it makes me so happy. It's such a beautiful place to work in, and it's just so wonderful to see it come together after planning it. And yes, so I'm just going to be getting some things that I need to done in the kitchen, showing some of the things that I routinely make on a regular basis, and so I'm excited to bring you along. So today in my kitchen I have a few different things that I make on a regular basis that I just need to kind of keep going. So these are some fermented foods or drinks, kind of. They both fall into a drink category, I guess. So I'm going to be getting my kombucha going. So this poor Jun kombucha has been kind of neglected for a while we were busy with moving and redoing the kitchen. It just kind of got set off to the side, and it very badly needs some more tea made for it. I've been keeping an eye on it, checking it every now and then to make sure that the SCOBY is still happy in there, and it has been. There's no mold or anything weird going on in there. So I'm just going to make some more tea for that. I have a whole video on my channel where I explain how I make the continuous brew Jun kombucha, and so I'll have that link down below in case you'd like to go check that out. But today I'm just using my usual routine and making some more tea for it. So I have some of my green tea blend that I use. I'm putting that into my little glass teapot that has the built-in strainer, adding some filtered water to that. We have our under counter sink filter installed here, and then I'm setting that on the stove to boil. And then while that's coming to a boil, I'm kind of assessing my honey situation. I'm gonna have a little bit of a tricky time getting this honey out because it's pretty hard and crystallized, but I'm gonna do my best. And while the tea is boiling over there, coming to a boil, I'm gonna start working on my kefir. So I love having different probiotic drinks around because it's a really nice way to add variety and keep getting in all those fermented foods. And kombucha and milk kefir are our top two that we definitely keep around. And if I had to pick just one, it would be milk kefir because it's so important and so versatile. It has the friendly bacteria, lots of friendly yeasts. It's just really, really powerful at combating all of those different situations that we can deal with in our modern world when we have an overgrowth of yeast or different kinds of things. Because with all the toxins in our modern world, yeasts are actually designed to help protect us from those toxins, and so the opportunistic and pathogenic yeasts can really take over our body if there's toxicity. And then the friendly yeasts from the milk kefir comes in and helps to drown those out and kind of overtake the situation and quiet those down and help in a much better way so you don't have those nasty, uncomfortable symptoms from the overgrowth of pathogenic or opportunistic yeasts like candida. So that's one of the many reasons that I love milk kefir and like to keep it going on a regular basis. And just some of those things that are helpful to know about it for anybody who's struggling with things like any type of candida or fungus situation, brain fog, skin issues, all that kind of stuff. Just getting that friendly bacteria and especially yeast in there is so helpful. And then every now and then my kefir making jars get kind of nasty looking, and so I have the other one cleaned, and then it's time for the second one to get cleaned as well. So I strained that, put that in new milk, got that into its clean jar, the kefir grains, added my raw milk to that, and then storing the strained kefir in these quart glass mason jars. Meanwhile, my kombucha tea has come to a boil, so I'm taking that off the heat and then I'm setting a timer for 7 minutes. That's how long I want that to steep. And then I'll be going on to the next steps for that. The next thing that I'm going to do is to let that kombucha tea cool a bit so that it is not too hot. And then I have the big task ahead of me now of getting the honey out of these containers. So I know that you can heat up honey that has crystallized to get it liquid again, but I don't love, and I've done it before, but I just don't love heating up plastic whenever possible. I like to avoid it. So I'm doing a different method this time. I'm just cutting open these plastic containers and then getting raw honey out in the amounts that I need. And then I'm making a combination of the hot tea. It's a really concentrated tea that I made so that I can add enough filtered water to it to get the amount that I want to fill up my container. So I'm just getting that to be a warm temperature. So some of the hot tea with some cool filtered water, and then to that I'm going to be adding my honey, my raw honey in different amounts, and then stirring that in. And the warmth helps the honey to, you know, mix into the water, to the tea more easily. And I just don't want it so hot that it's destroying the enzymes in the raw honey, so I just make sure it's warm. So mixing that up, and then once it's ready I stir it and pour it into my continuous brew kombucha container. And then I'm getting out some more honey so that I get the right amount, adding some more tea, some more cool water, stirring that well. And once I've used up all the tea and honey that I need to, then I just add filtered water to fill the container up the rest of the way. Then I put the top back on, and then it is ready to sit and brew. So after about probably 5 days, it can be around a week, but in these warmer temperatures in the summertime that we're having right now, it'll probably be closer to 5 days and it'll be ready to start drinking. Another thing that I'm making today is a sugar scrub. So I have a couple different ways that I like to make these. I wanted to make this one with a liquid oil. I have some recipes on my channel and my blog, bumblebeeapothecary.com, where I show making a whipped tallow sugar scrub, and I do love that. I didn't want to use tallow this time. I wanted more of a liquid oil because I'm using this one in the shower, and I just wanted to make sure that drains are okay and all that good stuff. So I'm using grapeseed oil, and I'm just doing it just a really quick version. We are very much in the season of small young baby life over here, where you just get things done in little bits during nap times, here and there, lots of interruptions, and so everything is kind of my quick, dirty, let's just get this done kind of a method these days. So I'm just putting some sugar into my jar, adding some lavender essential oil. I like to add quite a bit, as you can see, and then adding some grapeseed oil, stirring that up so that it's all blended and combined, and then it should be good to go. I really like having this to use this time of year because it's really nice for moisturizing skin and keeping it soft at the same time, exfoliating. It's nice just for your feet during the summer, and then skin, you know, after being out in the sun, all that kind of stuff. It's just nice to use to keep skin smooth and soft. And then the other thing that I'm getting done, this is actually on a different day, so all of this is not done in one day. This part is done on a different day, is making some more pickles. So this is kind of our yearly batch of fermented probiotic dill pickles that we like to make every summer. And since we're very new at this house and property, we don't have very much of a garden growing this year, so we have some things out there. We have squash, trying to do some corn. We also tried to do onions, but I think the bugs got them, and I don't think we're going to get any onions. There's a huge amount of grasshoppers out there this year. It's crazy, and they kind of destroyed the onions. So we have a few things out there, getting some fruit trees and blueberry bushes started, but long story short, we did not get cucumbers planted. So we went to the farmer's market and found some cucumbers and bought those, and we're going to be turning those into pickles today. So I have this recipe also up on my blog, bumblebeeapothecary.com, if you'd like to go check out a written recipe and printable recipe card for this pickle recipe. But it's my favorite. They turn out so good. Everybody loves them, and it's a great way to keep them crisp because nobody likes a mushy fermented pickle, but these ones stay so nice and crisp, and they have all those good probiotic benefits too. So we're putting those together. We have our cucumbers with the ends trimmed off, washing those, and then packing those into jars, adding the salt, the spices. We have peppercorns, mustard seeds, our nice mineral salt, and some fresh dill that we also got at the farmer's market, and putting those all together and filling the tops with filtered water, making sure that those pickles stay submerged. I like to use my glass fermentation weights for that, and then making sure everything's under the brine and putting lids on those. Then we're going to let those ferment at room temperature until they're nice and bubbly, and then move those to the refrigerator in the garage for long-term storage.
Mama, what is today?
Saturday.
Googly eyes. 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 What's that in our jar? What is a tree?
Mm-hmm. Put it in your jar to make your pickles taste good.
Here. Mr. Mops. I put this in my jar. It's
Good
gonna be the
boy.
top of the jar. Look.
After I get the mops and
Look, can I put in all these lids?
I have to put water in those first.
Okay.
Let's put them
I can
over
put in
here.
all these lids after you put water in them.
We're gonna put them along here.
I want to be lid lady. Lid lady and lid man.
In the way, how about?
I get to put that
Move
on.
your head right in the path of the jar.
And then I get to put on the next.
Alright, I hope that you enjoyed coming along for another day in my kitchen, or a couple days as it was, and seeing some of the things that I just get done on a regular basis and why we like to do them. So I'd love to hear in the comments what kind of things you're up to in your kitchen. What are your favorite things that you just try to make sure to have going at all times? What are you working on right now in your kitchen that you're excited about? Go ahead and share in the comments because we'd love to hear about that. Also check out that description box for free ebooks, meal plans, different things that I've made for you guys, as well as resources for some of our favorite things that we like to use, our under-the-counter water filter, clothing, essential oils, all that kind of stuff. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with anybody else you think would enjoy it or find it helpful, and if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I get out new videos every week on nourishing recipes and natural living. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.